Excellent trade overall. You should have made a lot of money on that one. Waited for this beautiful A+ setup, which is to break again above this 584.20. And this is where I go long. Hello, this is Chad from American Dream Trading. I wanted to go over a couple of my favorite trades with you guys. So in this first example, I wanted to show you based off of a 1 minute time frame. So I'm going to be scalping off the 1 minute. Now, one of my favorite trades that I love to set up for, this is an A+ setup, is called a double top pullback. So what you guys are looking for is you're looking for either a pre-market high or a previous day high, something that you can go back in time and look at to see where it's going to form a double top. Now, in this instance, you can see that it actually happened during the regular market hours, and we were able to take advantage of this. So if you look right here, you can see this topped out at around 584.19. That's right here at the very top of this wick on the 1 minute candle. You can see then that it pulled back. It ran all the way until it got to around 10:05. So around 10:05. Now, why do I want to look at 10:05? Why does this look like a double top pullback to me? Well, because SPY around 584, the dollar amount that it is, this means that it can actually fluctuate between around 20 to 30 to sometimes 40 cents. So what do I mean by that? Well, the fact that it's up here at 584.19 means that in theory, if that's the case, this could potentially pull back to around 583.90 to start to tell you that this is actually the top. It doesn't have to necessarily get all the way back up, right, to 584.19, but it can be around that range. And technically 584.19 is around 584. So same thing with this, technically around this 583.95, which is where it went, is technically, right, 584. So we're looking for a double top around 584, and that's what this is doing right here. So what happened is it came all the way back. It hit the double top. This is where I will typically buy into puts because I love this in this spot, or I can short if you have a margin account and you want to do shares versus options. So this is what I call a double top pullback. So I love this spot. So it hits the double top, I enter my puts or I short. You can see it drove all the way back down through. It broke through the 9, it broke through the 21, and it bounced on VWAP. So this is where I will sell out these positions because it could not hold and break below VWAP. The volume weighted average price I use as a primary indicator. If it's above it, that's bullish, meaning we want to go long. If it's below it, it's bearish, meaning we want to short below that. So it bounced, it stayed above it, I get out of that trade. Now, there's a second trade that's a beautiful setup inside of this, and again, we did this live. So what you can see is, you can see that this formed a cup and handle. So here's your cup into the handle, then it bounced back up. Okay, so this is bullish, a cup and handle is bullish, meaning it came back to previous area of resistance. So what are we looking for again? Okay, we're looking back up here again around this 584 range. Okay, if it breaks through the 584 range this time and stays above, then we will want to look at longing it. Now what we're looking for is after it breaks through, we're looking for a pullback. Okay, because typically the first time it breaks through that major level of resistance, it will want to pull back. So what do I mean by that? If you look right here, right on this candle, it actually broke through, came back, and it is now down here retesting what was once resistance at 584.19 is now become support. And it stayed above this support level and stayed above the 9 and ran. So now this is an opportunity to go long. Now, when I go long on my 1 minutes, because everybody asks me, well, how do I stay in it? How do I keep my head in the game? How do I not freak out on all these little moves? Now that I'm in my trade and it's moving to where I need to go, and by the way, when I have my stop would be just below this 583.95-ish, right around this area below 594. So if you're looking at where does my stop go after I enter it, it's going to be, remember, below this support level. That way, if it does knife drop through, I'm always protected, always have your stops in place. But now that I'm in the trade, instead of looking at the 1 minute, I'm going to flip to a 5 minute. Now remember, we've converted a 1 minute scalp. Okay, so we've gone from a 1 minute over to a 5 minute. So this is what we're looking for now. So now in this trade, if we look at the 5 minute versus the 1 minute, we want to make sure it stays above the 9. The 9 is this white line right here. This is the EMA, the 9 EMA. I use this for scalping, and that way I can allow this to run. Now you'll also notice I have the 21 on here, okay? The 21 is my purple line. If it breaks through my 21, for me, this is a major level of indicator that's telling me this is not staying inside of the range I want to be in. So let's look at this trade overall. So I got in the trade down here. I flip to my 5 minute. You can see it stays above the 9 EMA. We start to get heavy right up in here around this 12:35 all the way to 1 o'clock right in here. Now, this breaks through my 9 EMA and holds. This is where I will start to shed. All right. So we can either shed when it pulls back to the 9. So you can see here, here, and these, right? You could shed when it does that, or you could wait till it comes down to the 21. Okay. So you could shed in this area right here. But as soon as this breaks below the 21 and holds, I'm out. I'm completely out of this position. Okay. So right here, meaning this is where I would kill this position. Somewhere around this 593 would be the absolute end all for me. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. Now, my rule is on pullbacks, I like to shed. And what do I mean by that? I mean, once it pulls back, then I want to take profits. Now, this did not pull back. This went flat. Okay. This pulled back. So this right here is a pullback. So if I had 10 contracts, I'll pull 50% off. If I have 100 shares, I'll pull 50 shares off. I do 50%, 20%, 20%, 10%, allow the last ones to run. But in this case, this would be my first pullback. There's 50%. Okay. This is my next pullback. There's 20 more percent. I have 30% left. And then right here is where it showed me it went completely out. So in this case, I'm just completely out of the trade. But you can see, excellent trade overall. You should have made a lot of money on that one. Remember, we first made our money on the double top pullback down to VWAP, turned into a cup and handle. I rode that right back up. I could have either bounced it on the scalp off of VWAP or waited for this beautiful A+ setup, which is to break again above this 584.20. And this is where I go long, entering and allow it to run all the way up that 9 until you see it start to fight in the 21. And if you look at it, it crossed back over down here and it never came back. So hope you guys enjoyed that trade. If you would, make sure you go to americandreamtrading.com, get signed up. We've got free Discords, a free Discord server you guys can get on, and some paid memberships where we train you all day long.
Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket.
Welcome to the Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, aka Dawn, or is it Dawn, aka J&J Video Reacts? I don't know. You tell me. But welcome to the Aftermarket live chat and watch party, sponsored by American Dream Trading. Now, who is American Dream Trading? It is a community of traders where we basically support each other, and it was founded by Chad W. Christian, who's a 32-year stock market veteran. That's right, guys. He's been in the stock market 32 years, and every way possible, every market condition imaginable, he has traded in. And that's the cool thing. He trains us how to do anything we need to do in the market. Proper entries, proper exits, charting, you name it. We learn it, and we're not just chasing call outs over here. That's not what we do. Shout out to those of you watching us on TikTok. Tonight, I believe, is the first night of the even though the aftermarket is over a year old. Tonight is our first night broadcasting on TikTok. Welcome. Woo! TikTok is in the house. YouTube is in the house. Twitch is in the house. Facebook is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Love you guys. Love your faces. And do me a favor there over there on TikTok. Double tap those screens. Make sure we're getting those likes in there. I see we're up over 2,000 likes. Make sure we get that up. Let's get it up, guys. Welcome, everybody on YouTube. Where's my YouTubers at? Wait a minute. Hold on. Scott, I see you over on TikTok. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. The best, let's see here. The best what? Look, I'm also legally blind. So for you brand new TikTokers, if you see me doing this, I'm working on it. We're getting it fixed. The best to even do it. Welcome. I like that name. That's a pretty cool name. The best to even do it. I love it. Double tap those screens over there, everybody. Check out who's over on YouTube over there. What is going on, Larry? Larry. Leonard Jones. What's up, Leonard Jones? What is going on? Don't forget, you guys can come up here and join the panel by clicking that restream link that I put right there in the live chat over there. Just go ahead and click that and come on up here. Don't forget, you can share your screen. You cannot share your screen. Make sure your mic is muted until you're ready to speak so we don't get any background noise, and respect your fellow panel members. How about that day in the market, huh? We had a little bit of run-ups on some stuff. We had a little bit of rundowns on some stuff. Tesla couldn't make up its mind for a while. Same thing with Google, but Google was pretty much to the upside, even though it dipped a little bit. SPY paid out today. Larry Stone's in the house. F2, what's going on, brother? Mikey D, Sweet T, Miranda, John Quinn, Diesel Dan in the house. What's up, Diesel? Billy Mack. Hey, Billy. How you doing, baby? Billy Mack, when are you coming back? Billy Mack is back tonight. So, mindset madness is what we are talking about. And, the cool thing about this, where are we at here? Is this doesn't just apply to trading. It applies to life, guys. Mindset madness. Listen, it is so important for your mindset to be right when you're trading, right? Because you can get the mechanics down, and we learn the technicals over here. And by the way, before I get into anything deep, none of us, Chad Christian, nor any of us associated with American Dream Trading are tax or financial advisors. We are people who are just putting the information out there. This is for trading and educational purposes only. It's the stock market education group, okay? So make sure you are using stops. Make sure you are paper trading and using a simulator. Do not use real money, especially if you're a brand new trader, all right? But mindset is one of the most important parts, is to me the most important part of trading. Why? Because you can know all the technical indicators, you can know the charts up and down, you can know a stock up and down, all the fundamentals. But if you are ruled by fear and or greed, you're still not going to do well in that trade. All right. You're still not going to do well in that trade. You got to get the mindset right. So, mindset madness is the topic of conversation tonight. And I know some of you out there get in trades and then you lose your mind. You do. You know you do. I do it. So, you got to make sure that you are journaling, right? Make sure you're journaling. Make sure that when you're feeling weird in a situation, and you're not trading when you're feeling that way, okay? Because it doesn't help to be in a trade when you're not sure of what you're doing. So it helps to get all the technicals down. But if you're unsure of what you're doing and you're riding FOMO, those of you who don't know what FOMO, fear of missing out, right? You're jumping in trades too soon because you're afraid you're going to miss something. Somebody, and we do call outs over here, although we don't trade strictly off of call outs. And the cool thing about this group is if we get a call out, we go to the stock and we evaluate it. We don't just jump in, right? That's mindset madness, right? That's not paying any attention. That's FOMO. That's fear of missing out and just jumping in without charting it, without looking to see if there's any double tops coming, without looking to see if it's a double bottom, without looking at any of the previous info to let you know whether that's a good trade to get in, right? You don't want to use FOMO when trading, guys. You got to learn how to relax, goose fraba, wind down, and wait for a proper setup. Now, proper setup is when especially if you're scalping, if you're using the 9 indicator, you got your candles over the 9, the 9's over the 21, and the 21's over the 55. That's what we all talk about over here, right? And all of that is over VWAP in the 200, right? So if something is set up and you're looking to go long, that's a 6-star setup right there. So make sure you are waiting for the proper setups, right? Once you're in the trade, make sure that you are letting the runners run and stopping out the losers. If the trade starts going against you, get the hell out of it. Don't stay in it, right? Because that's only going to make the situation worse when you have to rip the Band-Aid off, right? I'd much rather take a $10 loss, if I have to take a loss at all, than a $100 loss. Why would I sit in a trade that's continuously going against me? Hopium. Don't trade off a hopium, right? Do not trade off a FOMO hopium. All right. So if you're hoping that a trade turns around and goes your way, no, you got to trade the trade in front of you. You got to make sure that you're getting out if it's going against you. And if it's going in the direction that you're in and it's continuously climbing, look for the wicks to come out on the top of the candle to let you know whether the sellers are coming in there, right? Even if you see a little bit of a wick, but you still see momentum, you got that next candle coming in on the shoulder, stay in the trade. Our 2-minute EWO indicator strategy is designed to help you do just that. Stay in the trade. Let the runners run. Don't stop yourself out. And if you feel squeamish, hopefully you have more than one contract. If you're doing options, go ahead and shed. If you're doing shares, take a couple off the table. Don't stay in heavy the whole way. Shed some. Eat some cookie, as Eric Smoto says it. Shout out to Eric Smoto, baby. Right? Shout out to Eric Smoto. Let's go! He tells us to eat the cookie, right? So make sure you guys are taking some off the table. Let's take a quick look over here. Back over at TikTok, we got anybody new over there? Don't forget to double tap the screens, guys. Smash the like button. Smash the like button on YouTube and tap the screen over there on TikTok, gang. Are we still live on TikTok? Did they shut us down? Nope, we're still live. Good. I think. I can't tell. All right. Are we going to get some people up here on the panel tonight, guys? Come on, don't let me sit up here by myself. What's happening? Come talk to me about mindset madness. Can you guys get up here or what? Let me know. I see 27 people. We got 14 likes and nobody else on the panel. That was actually, you know what? Speaking of which, that was an amazing video that we just watched with Coach going over all of that. That was amazing. And anytime you want to go over TikTok to AmericanDreamTrading.com, especially if you know what, the inevitable that they keep talking about, right? Make sure you go over and join our YouTube. Who do we got on the panel coming up? All right, who's that? Is that Bruno?
No, that's F2.
Hey man, woo! Your mic is hot as hell, dude. You scared the
Sorry,
living
I've
out
been.
of woo.
Hold,
Maybe is it me? Maybe just
is
let
it
me turn around.
test?
Okay, that's good. That is good. Let's see what we got here. There we go. How you doing today?
Good. Everything sound good?
Yeah, everything sounds good.
All right, I've been getting some new toys and stuff. I've been messing around with some stuff, so I apologize.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So I'm glad you came up here because I toyed around with the idea of trading TSLL today. And I know that's your stock, but I figure, you know what, before I get into TSLL, I'm just going to ask F2 about it because I don't know, man. I'm not a Tesla player, but how have you been doing well with the stock, right? So give me some tips on trading TSLL.
Um, Go with the stock first. Buy a couple of stocks. That way until you get comfortable with it,
Okay.
and then try your options. Like I still, some days I feel too nervous to go in with options, so I'll buy stocks, and it maybe only go up, 50 cents a dollar here and there, but it's still,
Right,
I
right.
still build the account on it. So my,
Well,
my,
that's all
that's
that
my
matters.
biggest thing. Make sure that you buy stocks first until you become comfortable with it.
And the cool thing is that's in like a $28 price range, right? $28, $29.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you could pick up a few shares of that and just make yourself a couple pennies on it and keep adding up. I like that. And that way you get to know the stock because that's the main reason I trade in the pre-market doing shares because it has been training me and I've been getting, steadily better on just getting in and out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll do that. I'll take your advice on that one. Cool beans. So yeah. Anything new happening lately?
Not really. Didn't trade the last couple of days. Well, one I didn't trade today because of the weather and had to work a lot, so I
Oh
didn't have a
man.
chance to do anything. So,
Okay. I got you. I got you. Well,
but
hey,
overall, still growing that account. So,
well, you're still doing the 1% or you're kind of beyond that at this point.
uh, my goal is 1%. I will build my account up and drop it down to pay off debt so I can eventually go to full-time ADT. But sometimes 1% is asking a whole lot
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
So
Well, and that's because what he did was he did took Palm's advice and added 1% each day to his account. So now, that means it's gotten to an area where that's a stress. That means you've done very well doing that. So shout out to you for doing that. Way to go. Um, yeah, I don't know. I love the idea of just doing shares. And as much as I like to stick to it, and Ralph gives me crap about this all the time, I do jump back and forth over at options, right? But that's because that's what I'm used to. It's hard to break that habit. I'm so used to it, but I'm also used to shares. So I trade, but penny stocks. I'm used to doing penny stocks in the morning. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love those though. I love those though. So what do you think about the topic mindset madness? Have you had an issue where you have had to deal with mindset madness in your trading?
Yeah. Getting my mind right after blowing up my account and coming back. And the best advice was from Palm Coast of the one episode about having self confidence and
Yep.
everything. I seem to be my biggest obstacle. Uh, and, I'm doing much better, but I still have a lot to learn and still question myself about, different things. But uh, yeah, it's all about if you want to win, you got to think like a winner. And if you're going to be
That's
Debbie
good.
Downer, then you're going to be, woe is me all the time. So,
That is it. And that's it in a nutshell. You got to, you know, be positive. You got to keep your mindset right to stay in this game. That's what I was talking to one of our members about this morning. It's like, you can get the indicators down as well as you can get them, but if your mindset's not right and you're um constantly going in fearful or thinking you're going to lose in a trade, that's also not a good way to trade. And a couple of things that coaches trained us to do is to go in first of all with a smaller position size. That allows you to relax in a trade and let it work itself out. Doesn't mean that's a good excuse for taking any losses just because you're going in small, though. You got to treat that trade just like you would if you had $10,000 wrapped up in it. You know what I mean? But it always helps to go in small and use small position sizes. Another thing is making sure you got proper risk management, using your stops. You know what I mean? Make sure you use your stops. If the stock is is sitting at a point where it's at a critical level, chances are you might want to put a stop loss there so that you're not getting your head torn off. You know what I mean? So you got to learn how to use your stops. You got to make sure you're trading with paper trading accounts at the beginning. So all of that stuff helps with mindset. It helps you trade with a clear head, not using it for bills, or the whole thing for bills rather. Just like with me, I had to completely separate my trading account from anything that I was doing to pay bills. And that helped me so much because I was no longer focused on the money. I was focused on the process at that point. Process over profits, right? So it helped me to go to a very small account where I was only literally trading pennies, you know. But you're at a point, F2, where you're making some good money out of yours. So of course you're going to take some out and use it towards bills because you're able to do that, you know. So I applaud you for that. You know what I mean?
yeah, like that's, I still have to maintain my full time job and everything. That's the part of it. So I can get to a comfort level of that, and the way I figure if I'm going to do it within the year, I got a lot of work still to do. So I
Yep.
want to get I want to get to that comfort level where I can be able to come in here and, you know, be successful and help with the program and everything. So,
Nice. Let's see. Hey, Leonard. Leonard Jones said hello. Larry said hello, all. We got you down there saying hey. Hey, all from Mikey D, Sweet Tea. Miranda said, hey, fam. John Quinn gave us the thumbs up. Diesel Dan said, what's up? That's awesome. Probably talking about the TikTok. Happy New Year, Billy Mac. Diesel Dan said, Diesel Dan at Diesel Dan doing what? Oh, that's you. Darn Cricket, what's up? Darn Cricket's in the house. I think I will I don't know. I'm thinking I might put a replay up. F2, what do you think? Want to do a trade?
Yeah, let's go.
Or look, see what's happening in the pre-market over here. I mean, in the aftermarket. Let's see. Pull up Trading View. All right, let's see. Do we have anything running? Government Cheese, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Not much. What's going on with y'all?
Not much. I'm glad
Y'all,
you showed up.
y'all holding it. Y'all holding it down over
We
there.
trying to hold it down, bro.
All right, hold it down. Make it do what it do.
That's right. That's right. You
What
know
y'all talking about?
we on TikTok night. We're talking about mindset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just talking about mindset madness. How sometimes we let trades run away with us, and we got to keep our minds right in order to make sure that we're staying profitable.
Oh
We
yeah.
can't go with the fear. We can't go with the greed. We got to make sure that we're staying ahead of the game.
That's right. That is correct. That's
I
correct.
was just about to pull up to see if anything was running in the aftermarket. Are you trading right now?
I was looking. I was trading Fubu earlier.
Fubu had a good day today.
Yeah, I was trading it. Made a couple of dollars on it, and just talking to a couple of people, trying to, do a few trades here and there. And
Speaking of which, trading Fubu, this is one of a government cheese is one of the millionaires in the organization. So no, we're not telling you his name. You're not going to see his face. But he is one of the millionaires in the organization. You're well over 11 million in profits, right, Nate?
yep, yep,
Sweet. We learn from Nate in our pre-market every single morning. He comes in here and he instructs us on different things that we can do to be profitable in these trades. And we appreciate him so much because he doesn't have to be here. So, and even now, you're coming on here in the aftermarket after hours, showing support, and you never stop. You never cease to amaze me, Nate.
yeah. Well, I'm still young. I got a lot of energy. I'm old, but I'm
That's
still
right.
young. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even believe in age, man. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, I've existed for X amount of years. I'm not claiming that old thing.
Well, my mind tell me one thing, but my body telling me something else. So I don't know. It's a fight. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh man. Yeah,
To my
it will
mind.
fight you.
Yeah, you talking about the well, you talking about the mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Get you through a lot of stuff. It can also be, look, our minds can turn us into our own worst enemies or our own best friend,
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Especially with this endeavor that we own, this trading thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it could really have you with a defeated mentality, you know.
It
Yeah.
doesn't take much. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, no. Just a couple of bad trades, or either a bad day. Just talking to other people that don't understand what you got going on. You know, I don't. You know, I tell y'all this in the morning time, but I don't really talk to people about my journey, my trading journey, unless they either somewhere on the road and they trying to find their way. But if they're not on the road, I don't really talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah,
Because
because
a lot of times they don't understand.
they don't, and they just don't believe that that you can be successful trading stocks. But you know, they listen to everything else, but they don't believe in themselves, and that's what that is. It ain't that you don't believe in the process or trading stocks. You just don't believe you can do it. That's what y'all, just be honest with yourself. You just can't do it yourself. That's what the problem is.
Right. Didn't
Yeah.
you say that you had a lot of friends that told you a while back that
Yeah.
you can't make any money doing penny stocks, and you made your first million
Yeah.
on
Doing
penny stocks?
pennies. Yeah. People still say that. Yeah. People still they'll dress it up different ways, but it always comes back to what they really meant, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know, hey, look, I'm a strong willed person. Um, I don't like to quit. Um, I work on myself every day, so I don't have to quit, or I don't have no
Right.
excuse to quit. So, and plus, I ain't really running behind the money like that. You know, I just
Yeah.
ain't. I ain't running behind the money. So if it happened, like I tell y'all, if I have a good day, I have a good day. If I have a bad day, I don't like it, but I do have bad days.
You know
I
the
mean, you
funny
know,
part
what's
is
that?
you are the absolute reverse of what I just said, but the same. When I
Mhm.
said you get an account so small that the money no longer matters, you know what I mean? It's pennies and just focus on the profit. That's exactly what you do because you're now beyond the money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like overload. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you come in here and you make, you know, 30, $40,000 today, what you gonna do with it? And you come
Right.
in here and you come in here tomorrow and do the same thing. What you gonna do with it? I mean, it's so ain't but so many toys you can buy.
Right.
Um, it you know, yeah, it's gonna give you a good quality of life. It's gonna give you an ease of mind, but unless you just spending it every day, what you gonna do with it? Yeah,
That makes sense. I'm sure there's
yeah,
a lot of people. Oh, I can find a lot of stuff to do with it. Yeah, but then
yeah,
you've spent it all up and it's gone. And then then
yeah.
what are you gonna trade with? You know what I mean?
Yeah, money don't have no direction. So, you know, they just give it to you and say, "Hey, here you go. Wherever you go with it, whatever you do, that's up to you." But you just got to have some wisdom and understand, yeah, you ain't going to live forever, but what if you do? That's the way I look at it, dog.
Right.
Like people
I'll
say,
be
"Well,
the
you
first.
yeah, you can't take it with you, but what if I could?"
Right.
Yeah, you know,
See why his
yeah,
mindset is where it
yeah.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not everyday people don't think like that. You know.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time. Well, you can't take it with you, but what if I could? I mean, you know, that's why we wake up every day talking about what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Right.
We just assume we're gonna be here tomorrow.
Right.
So I look at money the same way. So what if I could? What if I, you know, what if I could do the same thing every day? Okay. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I would rather have it and need it than to not have it and need it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, that's a profound. I heard somebody tell me that one time, and I always thought that was a profound statement. Because people will tell you in a minute, it's like, man, I don't really need that much money to live. Well, you ain't never had that much money to live.
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So yeah, it's easy for you to say what you don't want to do or you don't or wouldn't do because you ain't never been exposed to it. But the minute you be exposed to it, I guarantee you it's a new you coming out. You ain't never seen that person. That
Absolutely.
person, oh yeah, that person gonna either be a fool or he gonna be fool or he gonna be, just real careful with what he's got. But you find out what kind of people are when you're dealing with when you put money in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they go to another level on you.
Oh man, some people completely just,
Oh
like you said,
yeah.
lose their minds. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another thing I love about the way Coach teaches, is because he teaches us when you do make it, how to preserve it
Right.
and how not to act crazy with it. You know what I mean? Because it's just as important to protect the money once you
Yeah.
make it, just as important as making it, because it doesn't matter if you, it's like a funnel just going through if you're making it and constantly losing it.
Yeah.
So he trains us on how to keep it as well and preserve the capital.
Yeah. Once you done made it, you definitely got to change your friends. Bottom
Hmm.
line, you definitely got to change your friends because if you don't, they gonna change you. They're gonna
Nate,
take
you
you.
got $100 I
Yeah.
can borrow?
Yeah. You know you got.
No. Oh.
That's what they said on. You know you got it.
That's crazy. See, that's why we can't have his face on
Dawn, you
here.
still
It's
there?
crazy. Yeah, we're here. I think he might have got a phone call. Yep, I think he might have got a phone call. But that's true. Hold on one second. I think he came back in. Would you get a phone call?
Why do people be calling me though? They don't want nothing. I mean, why? Why? What you want?
You
Dang.
popular dude. You're a popular dude.
But I don't even talk like that on the phone. I talk to a few people. I don't have nothing to say.
Oh man, I am so glad that Bruno helped me today with my computer.
I know
I
you
I
are.
told him, I said I feel like Nate right now.
Yeah.
Getting my stuff all fixed up.
Bruno knows that stuff now. I got to give him that. He knows how
Hmm.
to maneuver around that stuff now.
He
I-
whips through there, and I'm like, wow.
He is good. He is good as gold with me, boy. I tell you what. I don't take him. I don't take him for granted. But I sure appreciate him stepping in and helping me because he don't have to, but he does, and I appreciate that. I guess I don't tell
Hmm.
him a lot, but I think he knows it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we might be still live on TikTok if they haven't shut us down,
Mhm.
because you know how they can be. But what do you have to say to like new traders who just started out? You know, any advice you want to give to them? You there? You might have got another phone call. F2, are you calling, Nate?
No, hopefully one day I'll be at that level where we all can have a phone conversation, but right now I'm still building, so.
I got you, bud. They called again. Can you hear me, Nate? Nope. I don't know that we've yeah, we lost him again. Yep. All right, I think he's trying again. See if we can get him on back in here. You there? YZ. What's up, YZ? Michael Jordan trading on the show. He said, we got the Michael Jordan of trading on the show. I know. I wish we could get his technical issues worked out, right? Nate truly is the Michael Jordan of trading. What's up, Christine? What up? She said, Nate, let me hold $1. Oh, man. I'm good, YZ. How are you? I'm going to go ahead and put the link down there in case some of you want to join the panel. And talk to us about mindset. What does it mean to you? Have you had any issues with your mindset in trades? And if so, what we can do to help you out? Maybe offer some suggestions for you. Or maybe you have some advice to give somebody who may be struggling. Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
Somebody said we got the Michael Jordan of trading up here.
Talking about you talking about what you call up there? Who is that up there with you? Future trader?
uh no, this is F2.
Oh,
But
F2.
yeah, YZ down in the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Christine said,
yeah.
let me hold $1.
Christina. Yep.
Yep.
Tell I'm gonna give her a penny a day.
Oh man.
A penny a day. Keep the doctor away. Yep. Dawn,
Larry Stone.
that was my
Huh?
wife calling me, talking about she on the way home. I'm like, well, won't you just come on home? Why you got to be calling me?
You are not right, Nate. Didn't she just start back talking to you?
Yeah, I'll be really pissed off again. So
I
yeah,
think you find that challenging. I think you like that to do that as a challenge.
because she clashes with me all the time. She always trying to. She thinks she wants to be challenging with me on stuff. So you know, she be sitting up in here saying stuff, and I be sitting over here like, I guess I'm just stupid because whatever you just said, it don't make no sense.
Oh man, I wish I could be a fly on you guys'
Yes,
wall
sir.
sometime.
My daughter be saying, my daughter when she drives, she be like, "Do I need to pull over and let y'all out?" I
Y'all going at it, huh?
don't know. I don't know. I think she just in her late age, she is just ornery sometime, and I'm short because my patience is thin. So I'm just, I guess the older you get, you just get like that.
Yeah,
you
get a little
know
ornery,
yeah
get a little ornery.
yeah, and
You
I
don't
mean it
have
ain't like,
patience for lesson.
it ain't like we going nowhere. We just be talking shit all the time, just just thought I meant to tell you at night. I got a few cats. I don't know where the hell they come from, but they hang around my house. They all up under my vehicles.
Oh wow.
Oh yes. So somebody gonna die. I'm just gonna tell you. One of them is gonna die. I don't know which one.
Don't kill the cats, Nate.
I can't stand them. At night you can hear them out there sound like they fighting.
Don't kill the cats, please. Somebody go get those
Oh,
cats from around his house.
I be sitting up in here. I'm like, all them cats out there. What the heck?
Yeah, that's weird because they can make weird noises too, like a baby
Yeah.
crying and yeah.
Sound like somebody say they done jumped, two or three of them done jumped on one of them and beating him to death. I'm like,
Mm,
I can't stand no cat.
I love them.
Oh,
We got two.
mm, I can't stand them, dog. Mm. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yep. Y'all gonna be ready to trade in the morning? Hopefully, we
Oh
get some
yeah.
good runners in the morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I look forward to it.
I gotta make $135 in the morning. I lost $135 a day. I don't like that.
I know, right? You got to get
Yeah,
up. See, you got to wipe your slate clean. You got to come in, knock that out, and then
yeah.
you'll be good to go.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna be good to go because I got my L2 up. It's working. Oh my God, I was
I
glad to
know
see
you are.
that
I'm
back.
happy too, Nate. I feel so naked without the L2.
Yeah.
And I haven't
Yeah.
had it for a couple days, and I'm so glad to have that thing back. I think I might try to put the Weeble screen up tomorrow. I may
Okay.
play with it a little bit, but yeah, it's gonna end up looking like everybody else's screen now. So it's a L2 on there, it's a watch list. How the hell do I change out the watch list?
What do you mean?
Like it's I've got stocks on there. How do I change it out? I clicked on it and it says edit watch list. So I'll click on the ticker and then I go down to the trash can, but it doesn't get rid of it.
Oh, you want to get rid of them? Okay.
Yeah, and just
Well.
replace them with ones that I'm looking at.
Hmm. Well. I just kind of override mine. I just start typing new ones in there,
Oh, okay.
and the ones that ain't working, I just delete them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to delete them, but it
Mm.
won't delete. It's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll hit Bruno up. Hopefully he's not listening like, "Oh god, I don't need another one." But I'm not gonna keep bugging him, but yeah, that was weird. I couldn't delete them.
Bruno know that's why he makes the big bucks.
Hey Val.
She ain't here. She
Oh,
ain't. Yeah. She on the way here. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. She ain't here.
gotcha.
I enjoy this peace and quiet when she ain't here. Shit.
You are not right.
Yeah. Well, she do
You
the
are
same thing. Yeah. But sometimes I
right.
come in with have my ass on my shoulder. So, it happens.
It
Dawn,
happens.
you get that one day. That come with time.
I don't see that. I don't see that. We get along like two peas in a pod. Well, all right. There are times where yeah, we do bicker a little bit, but not anything. Probably a lot like you guys. You know what I mean? It's nothing
All right.
major where we don't speak or anything. Yeah, we don't never get to that level. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, it only lasts a couple of days. I'm good. That's quiet
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quiet time.
It's the whole thing. Don't go to sleep mad. You know what I mean? We never have done that
Shoot.
in
We be
16
on.
years. Do
Oh, we be
you?
on that. Yeah, girl, I go to sleep, man. Shoot. Yeah. Shoot. Mm-mm.
He said, "No, that happens." He's like, "Y'all will
Yeah.
get there."
Yeah.
Nope.
It always, things happen. I mean, it's nothing bad,
Mm-hmm.
but it does happen. It does
Yeah.
happen. So it's one of them
Google
things.
whipped my ass today. Google and Spy. I
Uh,
told you earlier I lost $88 today, and I just walked away. I said, "Nope, I'm not doing it.
well,
I'm not doing it."
I thought you was gonna stay out of them options.
I know, but I still dip and dab, especially when they
Mm.
look real good. You know what I mean? And I know what I did.
Hmm.
I know what I did. I had it all mapped out too, and I pinpointed exactly what I did. And when I sat back and looked at it, I was
Hmm.
like, okay, no wonder you didn't make any money because I got in Google at 9:43, right?
Right.
And matter of fact, I'll pull it up. Let me show you this stupid shit I did. Uh, let's see. Share my screen here.
Fubu is still running.
Is it?
Yeah, it's up 16%
Oh
aftermarket.
my god.
Hmm. I've been in and out of it. Oh,
Keep
man.
talking and trading. Okay, so let me type up Google. I might
65.
already be on it.
Okay.
What is this thing here?
Tell F2 go on quit that job.
Sir, I'm not there yet. I got to get a little bit more comfortable, and
Hmm.
my self confidence is much better than it was. But I still got to take care of business
Yeah,
first. I gotta.
I got you. What the,
I
okay. You know you ain't gonna never get comfortable. You know that, right?
well, I think that what if staying hungry is what makes people successful too. So
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You ain't gonna never get comfortable. One thing I understand about comfortable, when they come in there the next day, and I hope it don't happen to you, and they say, "Hey, we comfortable around here, and we tired of looking at you. It's time to go." Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do then? That
that's
was always
true.
my fear of a job. They could come in and just get tired of looking at me and say, "Hey, it's time to go. We don't care what you got going on. We don't care about you got car payments and house payments and kids need this and that. They don't care nothing about that. Yeah, it's business.
That's
It's
What
true.
is
business.
going on there?
I think when you hungry and you put yourself in a situation, in other words, to be successful, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to get out of your own way. You got to get out that comfort zone. Gotta
Right.
get uncomfortable. And the minute you become uncomfortable, that's when you become successful. And when it'll come so fast, you won't even recognize it. It'll come just that fast.
Mm-hmm. All right. So right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got in Google at 9:43.
All right, let me go with Google. All right, 9:43. Okay, I'm looking at it.
It literally is the candle right before this drop. Now, of course, I
Okay.
could say, damn, every time I get in a trade, this is what happens. Literally, I got in right here. Because what I did was I watched this climb, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was over the, and now I realize my entry point is right here, right? But I've
Okay.
seen Google, do some crazy things and pull back. And you see
Right.
where the indicators were. So they weren't necessarily separated. I probably could have gotten in here, but I just waited for it to run a little bit. But I waited a little bit too long and I got in up here. And I got in a little bit out of the money, right?
Okay.
So my entry point, my strike price was 202,
Okay.
which sits way the hell up here, right? But if you stop and take a look at it, there was a goal level. If I had stopped to look, there is this area here where there is,
Don, how you get in on all of that?
yeah, look.
I'm looking.
See right here, this area
Mm-hmm.
right here. Look how many times it hit there and dropped. Boom, 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 and dropped real good right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back to where I call myself getting in at
Yep. 9:42. Right.
943.
All right. Well, let me tell you something.
And look at that. It's
Yeah. You.
literally right there. People got out
Mm.
of it. So that was my own stupidity right there.
Yeah, because you got in on a gamma candle. That's what that
Yeah,
looks
right
like.
here.
You sure did.
Well, wouldn't
Yeah.
this one be a gamma though?
The one you say you got in on 9:43 is a gamma candle.
Right here? That's not
Yeah.
that big though.
Yeah, don't look big on your end, but it look big on my end because it got the wick. Look at the wick.
Right?
Look at the wick from the bottom, pushing
Yeah.
up. Look at the wick from the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah. I
yeah, it
wouldn't
was
have.
a gold
Yeah,
level right there. And then on top of it, I was kind of out of the money, so it still had to get beyond this level,
and then
which
not on it, and then not on top of that, the stock was still hadn't calmed down. I would have waited a little while on that one.
and look, it never did. It never did get past that level. I could have
Nope,
saved myself some a couple of dollars on that.
you sure could have. I wouldn't have got in on that unless it was a quick scalp.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is you trade from 943 to
Three.
9. Oh no. You wouldn't have caught but one candle. Yeah, you'd have caught
Yeah.
944 and that would have been it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
shoot, the 944 is going down.
Yeah, but it was coming down. But the 940, you'd have got in on one candle. That's it. You'd have just traded one candle on that. That's all. That's all you
So
could have traded.
the correct play, had I had this line drawn in there, would have been to wait for this
Yeah.
pullback and a confirmation and jump in a put. I'd
There
have
you
got
go.
paid.
You'd
I'd
have
have
got
got
paid.
paid.
You'd have got into some chop, but you'd have got paid. Yeah.
Yep.
You'd have,
So
you'd have made it halfway down that chop right there, which is you should have got in. If you'd have just waited, you could have got in at you could have got in
like
at
right here.
953. 953. And
Hmm.
you'd have rolled one, two, three, little pullback with that green one, four, five, six, seven. Five, six, and seven would have paid you. Five, six, and seven, you'd have made all your money right there. And then you'd have got greedy and just stayed one more candle. And then number nine right there would have paid you and you'd have been out. Because the next right there at 10:02, those two
Hmm.
candles turn green. That's where you get out. You would have got out right there. And you'd have made your money right there. That's your money. You'd have made them. Let's see, that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 candles, Dawn. 10 candles. That was your trade right there.
That's
Yep.
nuts. That's
Hmm.
nuts. Hindsight is 2020, right?
Well, look at it. The VWAP is up top. The
Hmm.
21 is right below it. And the 9 is below it. And it's nothing else below the 9. But the 200, you ain't had to worry about the 200 because the 200 was down the street. It was around the
Right.
corner. Yeah.
Right.
You ain't even had to worry about that. You wouldn't even seen the 200. It was so far around the street. Yeah. So that was your trade right there.
Plus I said here, and here's the thing. I said I was gonna wait. I was just gonna play with not getting in until after 10 just to see
Yeah.
what was gonna happen after 10. Just to take a look at what would happen after 10. And I
Mhm.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
ended up dealing with FOMO from this climb. I'm like, okay, how high am I gonna let
Yeah.
this get before I get in there? And didn't look at the trade.
No, no, because that wasn't your trade. If it was a quick scalp. I mean, a super quick scalp.
Hmm.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made no money on it no way. You'd have got mad. But yeah,
Unless
you'd
I
have
did
just
a
if
put.
you yeah, you would have just waited another 10 or 15 minutes. You would have been in a perfect trade going down, which was at 952. You could have caught that trade. Yeah, 952. Look how far it
I
was
have it
pulling
in my
away.
journal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I
There you
have it in
go.
my journal.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
got
I
some
will
wicks. You
remember
got some
that.
wicks in there. Yeah, you got some wicks in there would have scared you a little bit, but you'd have
Hmm.
been okay. You'd have been okay. But yeah, yeah. That's your money right there. Them 10, 12 candles right there. Yeah.
Damn
It
Google.
pays. It pays to wait.
It really does. It
Mm-hmm.
really, really does. You know,
Yeah.
and that's
Pays
one
to
of the
wait.
reasons why I like doing um, lives about mindset, because I struggle with that.
Yeah.
And it's like, just when you think you got it down, you know, you realize you still have to be as sharp as a tack when you're going in these trades. You can't miss nothing. You know
No.
what I mean? You can't miss nothing.
Yeah.
Anything at all.
Yeah. You missed
Well,
that
I'm
trade. That probably was the best. Let me see. I'm looking for anything else on that setup. The rest of it in calls would have been just chop, 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 chop. Yeah, it'd
yes.
have been chop suey. Everything else would have been chop. You'd have made some money, but it'd been all chop suey. Look at that. Oh, that thing chop,
This
chop,
was
chop,
two
chop, chop.
nice trades, one up,
Yeah,
one down.
yeah. That's it. Everything else is
Yep.
chop suey. Yeah.
Chop. And flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let that be a lesson, everybody. Let that be a
Yes,
lesson. Nate, I'm gonna go
sir.
ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. F2. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thank you,
Shut it
gentlemen, for
down.
coming and hanging out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shut it down too, because I'm gonna be in the bed in about 2 hours.
Me too, actually, Nate. Get me
Yeah,
some rest. Be fresh for tomorrow.
that's right.
I'm gonna
Get it done.
do a little bit of editing before I go to sleep, though.
All right,
See if
F2 and Dawn. I'll see y'all whenever I see you.
all
Thank you,
right.
Nate.
Okay.
Thanks for
It'll be
always
4 a.m., sir.
being positive and
Yes, sir.
encouraging.
I'll be right there.
What was that, F babe?
I said thank you, Nate, for always being positive and encouraging every time he talks to me, and I just really appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you staying in here, man, because I know how hard it is mentally, especially if you got goals and sometimes they don't come when you want them to come, but when they do come, they right on time, you know?
That's right.
So you just gotta wait them out, my man. Wait them out. I got a goal too. Yep. I got a big goal. Yeah.
What's that?
So I'm gonna go to sleep tonight.
Woo!
That's my big goal. Woo, I look forward to the sleep. Oh my God. You know what, dog? I have never, since we started this pre-market like this, I have never actually went to bed after I woke up, other than my regular time going to bed, which is at 8:30. I'm up
Wow.
all day long. All day. All day long. So
Well,
I don't know.
at
I
least
don't
you
know where
get
I
your
get it
rest.
from. Yeah.
At least you get your rest.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get
That's
that.
a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good
All
thing.
right, y'all. Well, I'll see y'all
All right,
tomorrow.
man.
Okay.
I'm going to
Night.
end this session with Coach's Rules as I normally do. Everybody have a great night. Peace and blessings.
All righty. You too. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
XPEV, hit that double. Look at this is again. Please follow the rules. Nobody go rogue. Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times.